another episode of SCI-CONNECT. I am Teacher Jenny, your science teacher for today. Are you now ready to learn? Let us start! This video lesson, we will learn to describe the different modes of reproduction in flowering and non-flowering plants, such as moss, fern, mungo, and others. Our targets for this video lesson are: identify the flowering and non-flowering plants, determine the modes of reproduction in flowering and non-flowering plants, explain the modes of reproduction in flowering and non-flowering plants such as moss, fern, mungo, and others. Let us try this pretest to see what you know about the reproduction of plants. Identify what is being described or asked in each item. Write the letter of the correct answer in your activity notebook. Number 1. Blank is the production of new individuals from their parents. A. Asexual. B. Buds. C. Pollination. D. Sexual. Number 2. Which of the following is an example of sexual reproduction? A. Cactus. B. Gumamela. C. Indian tree. Or D. Potato. Number 3. A new plant is developed without the involvement of male and female reproductive parts is called blank. A. Pollination. B. Sexual reproduction. C. Asexual reproduction. D. Vegetative propagation. Number 4. Blank refers to plants that are developed from a portion of the main plant's body. A. Pollination. B. Sexual reproduction. C. Asexual reproduction. Or D. Vegetative propagation. Number 5. Which of the following is an example of asexual reproduction? A. Fern. B. Gumamela. C. Roses. Or D. Sunflower. How was the test, kids? Did you got a low score? Don't worry. That only means that you will learn a lot in this video lesson. Let us unlock some terms that might be new to you. Mode of reproduction determines the genetic constitution of a plant and helps to understand its characteristics. Rhizomes, a plant stem that grows horizontally under or along the ground, and often sends out roots and shoots from its nodes. Regenerate, the process of renewal, repair, or replacement of tissue in plants. Germination, the process by which an organism grows from a seed or similar structure. Do this activity. Activity 1 is entitled Name Game. Materials needed are pictures of plants, ball pen, and activity notebook. The procedures are: study the picture. Identify the following plants if it is a flowering plant or a non-flowering plant. Write your answers in your activity notebook. Picture A. Picture B. Picture C. Picture D. Picture E. Picture F. Picture G. Picture H. Picture I. Picture J. Let us explore more. For our activity 2 entitled Where Do I Belong? Materials needed are ball pen, activity notebook, and pictures of different plants. For the procedure, study the pictures. Determine the mode of reproduction for each plant shown in the picture. Write your answers in your activity notebook. Picture number 1. Is it a sexual reproduction or sexual reproduction? Picture number 2. A sexual reproduction or sexual reproduction? Picture number 3. Is it a sexual reproduction or sexual reproduction? Picture number 4. A sexual reproduction or sexual reproduction? Picture number 5. A sexual reproduction or sexual reproduction? There are two types of reproduction: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, plants can give rise to new plants without the involvement of male and female reproductive parts. Asexual reproduction in plants can occur in a variety of forms. One of these is through vegetative propagation, where new plants are developed from a portion of the main plant's body. Plants develop through leaves, stems, roots, or buds. Ferns are plants which utilize both sexual and asexual processes during reproduction. They reproduce asexually by their modified stems called rhizomes. Rhizomes spread just above or below the soil surface where they form roots. Ferns grown from rhizomes are also identical to their parents. This is another method that permits quick reproduction. Moths reproduce asexually when part of the plant breaks off and grows into a new plant with the same genetics as the original plant. This can happen when the stem of a large group of moths dies back, resulting in becoming individual plants. Another method occurs when parts of the stem or even a single leaf from the moss plant are broken off. These bits can then regenerate to form a new plant. Sexual reproduction involves the production of new plants through embryos developed by the fusion of male and female gametes. It produces fruits that contain seeds, and the seeds give rise to new plants. Pollination is a process in which the pollen grains are transferred across the anther to the stigma of the same flower or to flowers of different plants. Reproduction in flowering plants such as the sunflower shown in the picture begins with pollination, which involves the production of male and female cells. Mungo reproduce through the process of germination. As the seed absorbs water, the germ will begin to grow and the seed coat will soften and split. The germ will first produce a long, pale yellow to white root. To apply what you have learned in this video lesson, enumerate the modes of reproduction that was discussed and explain the process in your own words. Write your answers in your activity notebook. To share your insights regarding our lesson, complete the following sentence prompts. I have learned that. I wish to ask my teacher about. Strengthen what you have learned in this video lesson. Accomplish the additional task in your activity notebook. Write down 5 flowering and non-flowering plants you see around your house. Identify their modes of reproduction. Assess what you have learned. Identify what is being described or asked in each item. Write the letter of the correct answer in your activity notebook. Number 1. Blank is the production of new individuals from their parents. A. Asexual. B. Buds. C. Pollination. D. Sexual. Number 2. Blank reproduce asexually when part of the plant break off and grows into a new plant. A. Fern. B. Flower. C. Mungo. Or D. Moss. Number 3. Which of the following is an example of sexual reproduction? A. Cactus. B. Gumamela. C. Indian tree. Or D. Potato. Number 4. What do you call the process by which an organism grows from a seed or similar structure? A. Germination. B. Regeneration. C. Pollination. Or D. Vegetation. 5. A new plant is developed without the involvement of male and female reproductive parts is called blank. A. Pollination. B. Sexual reproduction. C. Asexual reproduction. Or D. Vegetative propagation. Number 6. Which among the plants produce a long, pale yellow to white root? A. Fern. B. Flower. C. Mungo. Or D. Moss. Number 7. Blank is a plant stem that grows horizontally under or along the ground. A. Buds. B. Leaves. C. Rhizome. Or D. Vegetative. Number 8. Blank refers to plants that are developed from a portion of the main plant's body. A. Pollination. B. Sexual reproduction. C. Asexual reproduction. Or D. Vegetative propagation. Number 9. Which of the following is an example of asexual reproduction? A. Fern. B. Gumamela. C. Roses. Or D. Sunflower. Number 10. What are involved in pollination? A. Buds. B. Cells. C. Seeds. Or D. Spores.
Congratulations, learners, for finishing the video lesson. I hope you enjoyed learning with me today. Remember, learning is fun with SCI-CONNECT.